So, greetings. This is Jen, and today is November 11th, or 1111, which is really powerful. Whenever you see numbers repeat, it is something to bring your attention to. Even yesterday, I just looked up and it was 4:44. So it's something to pay attention to. And today, at 11:11, on 11:11, I was receiving an activation from somebody that I trust, and it was really powerful, and a lot of messages came through. I felt very connected to the earth, and I felt a lot of stuff, the word debris is coming, release, and I'm really grateful for that experience and for that connection. I also cleared a lot in my throat. There was a lot being held there. So in honor of that, I wanted to share this practice of healing. And it's called the peace process. And what I'm guiding is, you can listen to this anytime, but it's really self-directed, right? So typically in a healing, we go to where anything's being held in the body, and we can tell where things are being held in the body by the sensation, by feeling it. And we use our mind to go to the place where we need healing. So say there's a relationship or a traumatic experience or an unhappy childhood or anxiety over COVID, anxiety over working, money, like any of that, maybe a new career that you're starting, or maybe even just holding on to the job that you have. So anything that is needing healing right now. Maybe there was a breakup of a relationship and there's a sense of loss or grieving, or maybe you've lost people that have crossed over to the other side and you need healing. We hold a lot of the tensions and the pain of this, what needs to be healed, anger, and sometimes we suppress it or repress it in our physical body. We kind of push it down because it is so difficult to experience it all at once. It is so intense, it is so painful that it's like we kind of scatter it and put it away in different parts of our body. So what I'm going to invite you to do is just take a seat, or lay down. You can lay down as well, whatever feels most comfortable for you, and bring to mind what needs to be healed within you. Just anything that's upsetting you or hurting you, and just go into that space. Think about what is upsetting you and notice where in your body the feeling is the strongest. It can be in your throat or your chest or your stomach. These are the most common, but it could also be your hands or your head or anywhere in your body. And instead of distracting yourself from the feeling or trying to mentally solve the problem, just be present to the physical sensation of the feeling in your body. And the feeling is here. It's a fact. It won't be here forever, though it might feel that way in the moment. But for now, as long as it's here anyway, accept it. And if possible, send that feeling some love. But if that's too much, just accept that it's there. Inside the feeling in your body, there is an area of great intensity. Put your attention on that and stay present to it in a very accepting way. So you feel the feeling and then feel the most intense part of that feeling. And then just stay with it. As you give the feeling more attention, it may shift in some way. It might get more intense or less intense. It might move to different parts of the body. Stay with it and let it run its course. So it's like an oil candle. The fuel needs oxygen to burn, but once it's burned out, it's over. Your attention is the oxygen, and the feeling is the fuel. We never know how much fuel is there. That's why we never know how long this peace process will take. Sometimes only seconds, sometimes minutes. And on very rare occasions, you might need several hours or even separate focused sessions. So stay with the feeling. Let it live and breathe and grow. Let it move around if it needs to. Keep your attention on the most intense part in an unconditionally loving way. And eventually, you'll be at peace. This can happen usually in 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes faster, and sometimes a bit longer. After the feeling has run its course, you'll be left with a neutral feeling, and that's peace. You might also have some joy or love. It's great when that happens, but usually it's just sort of a neutral feeling of peace. To make sure that you've cleared this up completely, think about the situation again that was bothering you. Notice if you feel anything other than peace, love, or joy. If there's anything that's not peaceful yet, repeat this process over again. Sometimes there are several layers that need to be processed out. Yet in most cases, you're now free of the fear or angst that was keeping you from being at your best. This is the place that you want to make decisions from. This is the place you want to take action from. This is where you want to achieve your highest potential. This is how you have permanent peace around a situation that might have totally owned you in the past. This peace process is really powerful, and it's a valuable way to transform any situation that is holding you back in your life. So I invite you to take this and use it anytime you need. Namaste.